What's up, everybody? It's Brandon from Box Office Banner and Cult Flick Symposium, and this is the Just Woke Up from a Fat Ass Nap edition. There's actually part of me that didn't want to get this review out because I just woke up, super tired, getting everything I need to do late, but I have to because I was going to review this movie a couple days ago, and I let a day go by. And I was like, I definitely got to at least get it out now. You know, the following day after that, and I let another day go by. Just took the weekend. And the reason I did is because I did not know how to feel about this movie. This is one of those movies where I wasn't super excited to review it right after I was done. Or I was like, you know what? Might not be super excited about it, but I needed to get it over with because, you know, first come, first serve. I'm not huge on that because I want my thoughts to be legitimate and I want them to be corralled and all put in the right place. But I was sitting there like I wasn't ready to talk about this movie yet because I needed some time to think about it. And it's not because it's a deep intellectual movie. It's because it's the farewell tour that supposedly, but you know, really makes sense that this could be the last one with Harrison Ford. Of course, I'm talking about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. But the main thing I was struggling with is I'll come clean. Although I didn't hate this movie, I didn't like it near as much as I wanted to and or love it near as much as I wanted to. And that's not from like the standpoint of just being like, oh man, like I kind of knew it was going to be like this and, you know, it's just not good enough. It was a frustrating watch because the overarching theme here of my review, I guess, is I liked it and it felt like they did nothing wrong. So why didn't I enjoy it more? And I needed to dwell on that. And I got to say, I'm not mad that I did dwell on it a little longer, but I'm still kind of puzzled by it. Maybe I'll have some more answers as I'm pushing it out, kind of authentically letting it play out. Let's talk about Indy here. Main character, of course. Indy. You know, he's not amazing. He's not that motherfucker that comes on the screen and you're like, oh my God, I have missed you, Indiana Jones. Let's go. But he's fine. He's good. He's not bad. It's not like, oh my God, Harrison Ford, phone in your heart out. Like, it's not like that. And I think, honestly, that's where the whole movie kind of lies. It's, you know, you're appreciative because it doesn't feel like they just did a cash grab and cashed in, but you're still stuck there like, damn, is like any of this exceptional? And I guess the best I can come up with is, whereas Mangold, the director of this, I'm pretty sure that's his name unless I'm mixing them fuck up somebody else, which I guess is entirely possible, especially for me, right? I do some dumb shit from time to time. World's dumbest, smartest review channel. While he did good, and you know, I guess he put like his own little stamp on it, you were missing Spielberg here. And I think that is the biggest thing. Like, even if you're looking at other movies within this genre, you know, these adventure films where like you have like a cave dweller, you're looking for something, you know, like you can go even like Disney movies, they have a lot of them, you know what I mean? Like there's always these kind of movies, and the best they ever are, it seems, is, yeah, you walk away like, that was good. Wasn't anything special, but that was good. There's not many movies of this subgenre within this genre, I guess you could say. Like, it's obvious a lot of action movies, but like this specific, like seek and find, mystery, you know, spectacle. How can we find, in this case, the Dial of Destiny? These type of movies, the more I thought about it, are just fine. They're bad to fine. There's not many great ones. And it made me wonder, like, is this movie just another one of those? That was good. Do I never need to watch it again? Not really. It's one of those. Because Spielberg is the only one who can pull this off in spades. Like, maybe this is the type of movie that doesn't translate amazingly to screen, even though it sounds like it would, but without that master class adventurer of a director, it never hits the home run. And naturally here, like good, yeah, that's fine and dandy, but you want that mega punch, like home run, especially for the installment, final installment, but possibly final installment of one of the world's greatest heroes. And it just lets you down in that regard, even though you're not completely disappointed. And again, this is my point of view. There's just nothing exceptional going on here. There's nothing that pops, there's nothing that brings the charm and smile quite like the originals do. There's nothing that puts you in that, like, even Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, say what you want about it, there's an element of mystique and charm there that just puts you on the journey with them. This one, it's a little more dry. It's a little more dull in spots. And the runtime, let me tell you, does not help here. But yet and still, what I'm watching's good. But is it good enough? Not really, man. Not to me. Yeah, that runtime, though. Definitely some pacing issues in this movie. So maybe it's the stuff that's sprinkled around the good that hurts it. Like things that you're not like leaving the movie theater like, oh, that makes it garbage. It's all those little boxes that don't work. Like I said, the pacing, runtime, definitely felt it. The action, there's nothing new or inventive that Steven Spielberg stamp. It's just kind of like, oh, typical action I've seen a million times in a movie like this, to where it's almost like it's Indiana Jones, and one thing they're doing really well with, I think, is not shoving the nostalgia down your throat, but they're touching just enough on every little detail that makes you just go, oh man, that's great as a fan. That is probably the strongest suit of this movie. It doesn't feel overbearing when they're touching on nostalgia, yet they're touching on it quite a bit and really nailing it. But all the action set pieces and stuff are just really generic and bland. It just doesn't quite work. It doesn't shit the bed, but it doesn't quite work. The brightest spot of this movie for me has got to be Helena, Indiana Jones' goddaughter. I don't think that's too heavy of a spoiler. I don't think it says that in the trailer. But the girl, the main new girl from the trailer, I thought she was amazing. She's easily my favorite part of this movie. She's up to task. It almost feels kind of Lara Croft-ish. Like you could see this chick playing like a Lara Croft, in my opinion. Like she's got that spark. She's got that it factor. She's got that fun. She's got that rebellious attitude we like in this type of movie, to where she fits as a goddaughter perfectly for an Indiana Jones. Just chip on her shoulder, going to get it done no matter how she's got to do it. So much fun in this movie. And she elevates it big time. I will say the last 30 minutes of the movie, I could see this splitting people, because it seems like a lot of people, I'm not going to say what happens, obviously, but it's not exactly, I'll say this much, the most, bare bones, down to earth type ending. People in Indiana Jones, for some reason, seem to not want to suspend their disbelief, even though if you've watched other Indiana Jones movies, damn near all of them call for that. So I'll be curious to see how the ending part fares, but I actually quite enjoyed it. I thought it was executed really well, and it was really cool, especially for Indy's character. And there's a certain moment that happens at the end that just everybody in the theater was like, yes, let's go. Like, it's not going to be what you're thinking. It's going to be, you're not going to see it coming the way it is. And this is not in like a surprise twist kind of way. I'm not even saying that. Not saying there is one or isn't one, but this particular moment is not like that. It's just like an out of left field moment that's just like, oh shit, like let's go. That is what's up. I love that creative choice, because they could have went so cliche with this, even though a lot of the other movie felt that way. But overall, guys, it's a hard one to kind of pin down for me. As I've stated numerous times here, good. But good enough? No, not really. Cash grab? No. Done with care? Done well? Yeah. But it's too retread of things I've seen too many times before in other movies. It's your classic adventure, have to find whatever through set pieces movie I've seen a million times that I'm like, oh, that's good, that's fine, but it's not dun 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 like Indiana fucking Jones. Let's go. It's not that. So it'll be interesting. I kind of want to touch on something else right there, but I'm going to leave it. I was going to do a compare and contrast thing with movies, but I'm not going to do that yet because I'm going to drop a ranking. I really hope you guys enjoy this movie. I hope it's a lot better on second watch, but it did not measure up for me. Bad movie, though? No. They could have done a lot worse, but I'll be curious to see, like, the more and more reviews of like more normal people come out. I'm curious to dive into that. Like, what did you think of Dial of Destiny? Let me know what you thought of it, please, people. I want to talk about this one with other people. Obviously, be kind on the spoiler parts of it if you comment down below. But like, let me know what y'all thought, man, because this one, I don't want to say frustrating because I'm not like, oh, why did they do that? That's the point. That's why it's frustrating, because it's not frustrating and it's not amazing. So it's like, I'm frustrated that there is no frustration at all while being like, it wasn't great either. Usually movies, they find a way to fall on their face, or they just blow you away in these like signature send-off moments. And it's almost worse when they do what this one did, because it's like, there's not even anything to really talk about. Shit. It was just a decent movie. Anyways, that's Dial of Destiny. Not what I want it to be. I'll be back with ranking. Let's see where it fits amongst the other films. And then, you know what? Now that this one's out of the way, I know, like I said, it's July now. It's technically 7 months into the year, right? But I'm going to do my mid-year ranking of all the movies I've seen so far. So we'll also see where that fits in the equation. Then I got that horror bracket. Derek, to my understanding, has finally finished editing it up. So I'll be releasing that in the coming days as well, so we can finally continue that second round of the horror bracket. So we got a lot of good shit coming at y'all. Like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. And once again, let me fucking know what you thought of this movie. Very curious. Haven't talked to enough people about it yet, because I kind of wanted to reserve my views for this, especially when they were kind of scattered and I couldn't really pin them down. But love you guys. Peace. Have a good 4th of July. Damn.